Marcus smiles, holding his paper paycheck of $4,200. Suddenly, three hands reach into the frame and violently rip the paper right out of his fingers. His landlord, the bank, and the utility company take almost everything. Marcus is left with empty hands and a sinking realization. Because he owns no assets, he is caught in a modern salary trap, trading 50 hours of his life every week just to fund a lifestyle he doesn't even own. He is an indentured servant to his bills, desperately searching for a way to buy back his freedom.
This is the daily reality of the salary trap. Society has programmed us to believe that landing a stable job and earning a steady income is the ultimate goal. But a salary is a drug designed to make you forget your dreams. It keeps you comfortable enough to survive, but too exhausted to build real wealth. Marcus works tirelessly, trading his energy for paper currency that loses value every single second. He falls deeper into the debt web, relying on plastic cards to bridge the gap. He thinks the answer is simply earning a bigger paycheck, but a higher salary without a plan only leads to a higher cage. He is running faster and faster on a treadmill, yet he never gets any closer to his goal. He is trapped in a classic loop, unable to take risks because one missed paycheck means instant disaster. This cycle is designed to make you trade your time for survival, while banks and corporations build fortunes using your labor. To escape the rat race, Marcus must stop looking at his salary as spending money and start looking at it as seed capital. He needs a proven mathematical roadmap to break the cycle and start owning his life.
Why is society structured this way? Because consumerism relies on your total dependence on the system. If you have no savings, you cannot quit your job. If you have no assets, you must work until the day you die. The system does not teach you how to budget or how to build real passive income. Instead, it teaches you to buy liabilities disguised as assets, cars that lose value, homes loaded with interest, and endless subscription services. Even when beginners try to invest, they are overwhelmed by complex jargon and volatile markets. Many give up, leaving their money in low-interest savings accounts that are eaten away by inflation. They never learn about the simple wealth-building power of broad market index funds, or how compound interest can turn small, consistent contributions into millions of dollars. The wealth of the top 1% is built on ownership. They own businesses, real estate, and equities, while salaried workers only own depreciating lifestyle items. To level the playing field, Marcus doesn't need a complex trading strategy or a business degree. He needs a simple, unbreakable set of rules that automates his wealth before his bills can touch his money.
This is where the 25-15-50-10 rule comes in. This is the ultimate formula to systematically buy back your freedom. It breaks your income into 4 distinct, non-negotiable categories that automate your path to wealth. First, 25% goes to growth. This is your wealth engine, immediately funneled into assets like index funds to kickstart your compound interest. This is investing for beginners made simple. No stock picking, just consistent buying. Second, 15% goes to stability. This builds your emergency fund, a financial shield of cash that protects you from being forced to take bad debt when life throws a curveball. Third, 50% goes to needs. Your rent, utilities, and basic food must fit inside this boundary. If your needs are higher than 50%, you are living a lifestyle you cannot afford. Finally, 10% goes to guilt-free rewards. This is money you are allowed to spend on anything you want, guilt-free, keeping you motivated to stay on track. This rule isn't just about saving, it is about reclaiming control of your time.
Let's apply this mathematical roadmap to Marcus's $4,200 monthly salary to see how quickly things change. Under the 25-15-50-10 rule, Marcus immediately directs $1,050 to growth every single month. This money never enters his checking account. It is swept directly into his investment portfolio. Next, $630 goes to stability, building his emergency fund until he has a 6-month safety net. $2,100 is allotted for his needs, forcing him to audit his spending, cut useless subscriptions, and manage his basic expenses. Finally, $420 goes to his guilt-free rewards, giving him permission to enjoy his life without sacrificing his future. For the first time in his life, Marcus is paying himself first. He is no longer surviving on whatever crumbs are left over at the end of the month. By automating his budget, he forces his lifestyle to fit his goals, rather than hoping his goals will somehow fit his lifestyle.
Most financial advice tells you to focus on cutting out small luxuries like coffee, but that is a trap. The real secret to escape the rat race is to focus on the big percentages. When you automate 25% of your income into index funds, you enlist an army of dollars to work for you 24 hours a day. Over time, compound interest does the heavy lifting, growing your small monthly contributions into a self-sustaining wealth machine. Your emergency fund stops you from ever relying on credit cards again, breaking the debt spiral once and for all. This strategy is counterintuitive because it requires you to live on less than you make, even when your peers are upgrading their lifestyles. But while they are accumulating liabilities, you are accumulating freedom. You are trading temporary status for permanent independence. Marcus closes his notebook and steps out of the elevator. He has taken his first step on the roadmap, but the hardest part is yet to come: consistency. The salary trap is powerful, and temptation is everywhere. Every advertisement, every peer pressure, and every old habit will try to pull him back into the debt web. But Marcus now knows the math of the top 1%. The 25-15-50-10 rule is in motion, and his freedom is no longer a dream. It is a calculation. The path is clear, but the discipline is up to him. Will you keep letting your salary slip through your fingers? Or will you start building your escape tunnel tonight?
Are you ready to escape the salary trap? Comment your plan below and subscribe to break the system.